Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video guys, I'm going to compare my iPhone 15 Pro and my Samsung Z Flip 6. So if you're thinking of switching from iPhone to Samsung but you're unsure about what to expect, then this video is for you. But just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a tech professional, so I'll be sharing my honest opinions based on the experiences I had with both phones. So let's start off with the weight. Both phones weigh around 187 grams, making them very light and portable. So both phones are really small, they're really very portable and comfortable in the hands. So the iPhone 15 Pro has a titanium body frame, while the Samsung Z Flip 6 has a aluminum frame. But honestly, for a person like me who has a very dry hands, both phones tend to be a little bit slippery because of the matte glass, but with a case then it's no issue, especially the iPhone that you can make use of magnetic ring. In case you don't really love cases, then that's another option which is not present on the Z Flip 6. So I have been using a bigger size iPhone since I don't know how long, but I have switched to the Pro model this year, and honestly, it's the best decision that I have ever made. I mean, the 15 Pro size is really very comfortable on the hands and it's very portable and I'm really loving it. But if you open the Flip 6, as you can see, it's way taller than the 15 Pro, but still it's very portable and it's very light as well. So what I love about the 15 Pro though is that the bezels are really very small compared to the Z Flip 6, but of course that's understandable. But when it comes to like the thinness of the phones, both are really very thin, so it's not really hard to look for cases because then you won't worry about having very bulky phones or very like big phone with you. So both phones are really very portable and really easy to use with one hand. So talking about the screens of both phones, I would say, to be honest, I really love the feel of the glass screen on the iPhone 15 Pro. So of course, it's understandable that the flip phone can't have the glass screen. So it made me feel like the flip phone is less durable than the 15 Pro. But both phones really have a very bright and clear and sharp screen display though. Now let's talk about the camera, which I think you guys are really looking forward to. So I'm going to be putting up some pictures and videos just to compare how the camera or the quality of the photos look. And I'm not going to be editing it or anything. I'm just going to be putting whatever or however the photos looked after I took a picture. So on the first photo, I think I will give the point to the 15 Pro because I think it looks way more realistic than the Flip 6, and the colors on the 15 Pro looks way better as well than the one on the Flip 6, because the Flip 6 color, the picture looks way too yellowish or too warm. Comparing it with the 15 Pro, I think the 15 Pro really did it better than the Flip 6. So on this macro shot, I think the colors and the sharpness of the photo looks way better on the 15 Pro, but when it comes to the blurry effect, I think the Flip 6 did it better. So I don't know, for some reason on the Flip 6 it looks really good when it comes to like blurring out the background. So I've tried to do some multiple like close-up shots or macro shots, and they turn out really very nice when it comes to blurring out the background compared to the ones on the 15 Pro. So I don't know if there's any settings I have to do on my iPhone 15 Pro, but so far on my Z Flip 6, I'm really loving all of the photos that came out when it comes to the macro shots. So on this photo, I think the Z Flip 6 looks way better. I'm really loving that the grass is greener, the sky, it looks so blue, but it's not like super duper blue. I love that the photo still looks sharp, even if it's less sharper than the iPhone 15 Pro, but still the overall of the photo here on the Z Flip 6 really looks so amazing. So these next photos that I'm going to show you guys, these are like the jump shots or moving shots of my daughter, just for me to see if it will turn out blurry on like the photos. But so far I'm so amazed by the result on both phones, but honestly I'm loving the results more on the Z Flip 6. Even if it's like too sunny and more like kind of shadows as well, on the Z Flip 6 the photos turn out so bright, it's so nice and not blurry at all, even if the subject is moving or the subject is jumping. So this phone is really perfect if you wanted to do such kind of poses, like jumping poses. The Flip 6 will do a really better job. So moving on to the next photos, these are the photos I have taken with just 1x zoom. And on this first photo, I'm loving the Z Flip 6 better because if you notice guys, on the skirt part of my daughter's picture, it has captured the dress really better than what the 15 Pro did. And as well as the background, everything looks so vibrant and everything really looks so beautiful. But on this photo, I think I will give the point to the 15 Pro because on the Flip 6, it looked a little bit less contrasted. And on the third one, this one almost looked a little bit identical. It's just that you can see a little bit of difference. It's because of the blurring effect on the background. So the Flip 6 did it better comparing to the 15 Pro's picture. So I think I would go for the Flip 6 on this one. But color wise, they're almost identical though. And moving on to like the night shots, I think there are photos that looks way better on the Flip 6 comparing to the 15 Pro, but there are also photos that look way better on the 15 Pro than on the Flip 6. But on these specific photos that we're looking at right now, it looks way better on the Flip 6 because it looks more contrasted and it looks clear and sharp. Though on the 15 Pro the photos turn out so sharp as well, but the skies look so dull. I mean, it has less color. That's why I'm giving my points to the Flip 6. But when it comes to zooming in, especially during night mode, then there's no questions about that. The iPhone 15 Pro takes the crown because obviously it does the job better. It looks way sharper than the Flip 6, but I don't think people take this close, or I don't think people take shots like really zooming in so close. So on this specific picture as well, I think it looks good on the 15 Pro because it looks brighter, but when it comes to the color, I think the Flip 6 looked way better on this specific photo because then it has more color, it's more vibrant, while on the 15 Pro it's just bright but it has like lesser colors and it looked a little bit like more dull compared to the Flip 6 photo. So here are some of the examples when it comes to the videos, and I can say that both phones really did an amazing job. So if you wanted to have a phone, like let's say for example you wanted to start vlogging, I think both phones are perfect for such. So let's take a look at some other videos as well. So there's a specific thing I wanted to point out, especially when it comes to comparing the iPhone and Samsung, because the iPhone comes with a MagSafe features or a magnetic back, which is really very helpful for my daily life because I love to use MagSafe chargers or grip and all that, and I wish Samsung really added this kind of features to their phones, but sadly Samsung didn't really add this feature. So I've been hoping for this since the Samsung S23 Ultra, but until now that we have the Z Flip 6, there's still no MagSafe or no magnetic back part on our phone, not unless we use this wireless charger, but not really this kind of MagSafe charger just like what our iPhones can do. So there's another downside as well when it comes to owning the Z Flip 6. It's when it comes to charging the phone, it really charges so slow. This Anker charger that I have right now, it's a 20-watt charger and it charges my iPhone so quickly, while the same charger, the same cord, it takes about 14 minutes for my phone to get fully charged from 95%. So just by this 5%, guys, it will take the Samsung Z Flip 6 14 minutes to reach 100%. So now let's try to charge my Z Flip 6 with this Samsung power bank. By the way, this is one of the best power banks I've ever tried, and this is capable of super fast charging. But as you can see, guys, it says super fast charging, but still it needed 14 minutes for me to reach 100% from 95%. So that's really a long time already of waiting for just 5% increase from the battery. So that's one thing that I hate about the Z Flip 6. But yeah, I mean, we don't have any choice. We already got this phone. Anyways, moving on to the iPhone 15 Pro. This phone charges so fast with this power bank. I just don't know how long it will take because I don't know how to check it on iPhone. But honestly, I've been using this power bank like almost every day and I'm really loving it. And it charges this iPhone 15 Pro so fast. So when choosing a phone, you have to consider your other gadgets too. So if you have like an iPad, a Mac and such, I think it would be best for you to have an iPhone because it's a lot easier to transfer files. So we can just easily make use of the AirDrop on literally everything, like from the photos, videos, contacts, everything from our iPhones to our iPads or Macs, or from our iPads to our iPhones, like any Apple products. On our Samsung Z Flip 6, on the other hand, I make use of this SanDisk USB on the go. So this one you can also make use of for the iPhones that still has a Lightning port, and as well as the phones that has USB-C. So this is what I have used before with my iPhone 14 Pro Max every time I needed to transfer files from my Samsung to my iPhone. So this one is really very helpful. So this is how I move files from my Samsung to my iPad. So of course we have to plug in our USB, and then after that we have to open our file app, and from the file app let's click the internal storage and just look for the file that you wanted to copy. So for example, I'm going to copy all of these photos that I wanted to make use of in today's content, and after that I'll just click copy or move, and I'll pick this USB storage and I'll add a new folder. And once you're done moving the files, don't forget to unmount the USB, and just don't like remove it directly without clicking unmount from your file app. So it really takes quite some time to move a file from your Samsung to your iPad or your iPhone or any of your Apple products. So another thing I wanted to point out is when it comes to the quick panel or the control center on the iPhone. So honestly, I'm loving the control center better than the quick panel on Samsung. It's because there's a lot of things we can actually do with the control center, especially now that I'm using the iOS 18. It's a lot customizable, and there's a lot of things we can actually make use of directly from the control center. So last but not the least, when it comes to customization, there's no questions asked. Samsung really wins over iPhone. I mean, if you're from iPhone and moving to Samsung, you will see how customizable Samsung phones are. While iPhone, on the other hand, we're very limited to just changing the icons and the wallpapers, while on Samsung, we can change the entire theme. And that's something I really always go back to with Samsung. But anyways, all of these things I've shared today, they are just based on my honest opinions, my own reviews, and the decision will still be depending on your preference, depending on your needs. But I wish I was somehow able to help you guys. And if I did and you find this video really helpful, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed on my channel, please do so. Hit the subscribe button down below. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all on my next one. Bye!